Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I'm going to explain a movie named Truth or Die. Once upon a time, there was 4 friends gathered at a party. Among them was a girl named Gemma. They promised to be lifelong friends and have a great time together. As the party went on, another friend arrived and brought some more drugs, making the party more exciting. One of the boys, Felix, secretly had feelings for Gemma but never had the courage to tell her. Suddenly, Felix's friend encouraged him to confess his love and propose to Gemma. But Felix was too scared and declined the idea. In an attempt to boost his confidence, his friend offered him some drugs. Eventually, after consuming some alcohol, Felix approached Gemma and expressed his feelings. Sadly, she kindly rejected him, stating that she didn't feel the same way. She assured him that he was a good person and would find the right girl for himself. Hurt by her rejection, Felix left the gathering feeling downhearted. Later, they all decided to play the game of Truth or Dare, revealing their secrets or completing daring challenges. During the game, Gemma's friend decided to stir up some trouble by spinning the bottle, which landed on Felix. She asked him if he could spend the whole day with a girl, whom would it be? Felix hesitated but eventually placed a piece of paper on Gemma, indicating his choice. Gemma's friend disapproved of this and in frustration lashed out at Felix with a punch, embarrassing him in front of everyone. Feeling humiliated, Felix decided to move on from the situation. Years later, Gemma and her friend received an invitation to Felix's birthday party at his old house, located at a distance. They all attended, filled with happiness to see each other again. Upon arriving at the old house, they found it deserted. After calling out and making noise, they were approached by an old man in a car who informed them that Felix was waiting for them at the house. Once upon a time, Gemma's friend suggested that he would give him a ride to Felix's old house, but Gemma's friend preferred to walk instead. Eventually, they reached Felix's old house with a walk. Inside, they were surprised to find that no one was at the party. Felix's brother informed them that Felix had left to the city to attend some task and couldn't make it to the gathering. He apologized for not letting them know earlier. Despite the absence of facilities like buses, police stations, and train stations nearby, they decided to stay and have some wine. Gemma's friend asked Flex's brother about his profession, and he revealed that he was in the army and on leave at that time. As the night went on, everyone except Gemma and her friend Jenny got drunk. Felix's brother suggested they play Truth or Dare and spun the bottle, but landed on Jenny. She chose Dare and was asked to hug Gemma, which she did. When the bottle stopped on Gemma, she chose Truth. Gemma's friend jokingly asked her if she would marry him, and she declined. Next, the bottle landed on Flex's brother, and he chose Truth. Shockingly, he revealed that Felix had taken his own life, hanging himself in the same house. Everyone thought that it was a sick joke, but he insisted it was true. It was a shame in their family, so he kept it a secret. Felix's brother showed him a paper found in Felix's pocket containing immortal language and blaming the Truth or Dare game for his actions. He wanted to know the truth about what happened 2 years ago during the party. Gemma's friend couldn't comprehend the situation and decided to leave. However, Felix's brother wouldn't allow him to go and attacked and killed him. Jenny retaliated by hitting Flex's brother with a bottle, but he slapped her, causing her to fall. Felix's brother then threatened them with a gun, shooting Gemma's friend in the leg and injuring him. He tied everyone except Felix's friend to chairs. As the chilling night continued, Felix's brother insisted on playing Truth or Dare again. He spun the bottle and this time it pointed to Gemma. She cautiously chose Truth when she asked her who she believed was the offensive letter sender. Gemma hesitated but eventually named her best friend who had proposed to her. Gemma's friend vehemently denied being responsible for the letter, but Flex's brother didn't believe him. He spun the bottle again and it landed on Gemma's injured friend, who nervously chose Dare. To fulfill the dare, Flex's brother set up a table with 2 jars, one filled with water and the other with acid. He then laid Gemma down and placed a pipe in her mouth. Gemma's friend was given a choice of 2 jars. If he chose water, he would save Gemma's life. The tension and fear in the room grew as they continued playing this dangerous game. He chose water and saved her life. Next, the bottle pointed to Jenny, who opted for Truth. Felix's brother instructed her to assign any tasks to any of her friends, but Jenny refused. In response, he warned her that if she didn't assign a task, she would have to face one herself. Fearful, Jenny reluctantly chose Gemma's friend. Gemma's injured friend was once again laid down, and the pipe was placed to her mouth. Felix's brother asked him to choose between the 2 jars. Tragically, he unknowingly chose the jar containing acid, leading to her death. In the middle of the horror, the bottle spun again and another friend of Gemma's arrived at the scene. Flex's brother approached him, asking him why he couldn't come earlier. The friend replied that he had other commitments and would come at a different time. The atmosphere was filled with terror and sorrow as the night unfolded in a way none of them could have imagined. In the intense and horrifying turn of events, Flex's brother violently attacked one of the men present, who retaliates by spraying anything in the eyes. In the middle of chaos, Flex's brother loads a gun with 3 bullets, playing a dangerous game of Russian's roulette. He played this with Flex's friend and later fires at Flex's companion, tragically causing his death. Meanwhile, Gemma manages to escape and return to the house where she has stayed in before. She finds Felix lying paralyzed on his bed, being able to only move his eyes and fingers. Gemma accuses him of enjoying the brutal scene unfolding in the house as she discovers the cameras had been installed to monitor their torment. Attempting to call for help, Gemma realizes that all the connections have been served. This leaves her upset and desperate. She confronts Felix, learning that his condition is due to a suicide attempt, but because of his brother's cruel actions. In the middle of the tense situation, the old man arrives and holds Gemma at gunpoint. She cleverly turns the table on him by threatening to harm Felix if he doesn't put the gun down. The old man complies and leaves. Taking the gun, Gemma tries to leave the house, but the old man returns and attacks her. In the ensuing struggle, the gun fires, killing the old man. As the chaos continues, Felix's brother enters the house. He starts searching for Gemma. Meanwhile, Jenny manages to free herself and Gemma's friend. When Felix's brother is about to harm them, Gemma shoots at him, but he manages to escape unharmed. This situation had escalated into a gripping and perilous battle for survival, leaving anyone involved in a state of fear and desperation. After Felix's brother killed Gemma, he took Felix back to the old house where Jenny and her friend were present. Upon returning, Felix's brother found Jenny and her friend free, and Jenny managed to hit him and the gun, injuring his arm. As Jenny approached to shoot him, Felix's brother retaliated by stabbing Jenny's arm with a knife, causing him in great pain and disrupting his aim. In a desperate struggle for survival, Jenny's life was at stake as Felix's brother began to suffocate her. However, Jenny's friend came to her rescue and stabs Felix's brother's feet with a knife. Jenny, though in pain, managed to find strength and threw the jar of acid at Felix's brother. This severely burned one side of his body. Then they tied him up and Jenny instructed his friend to the head of the car. But he was too injured to walk and he had to crawl his way there. Now the story takes an unexpected twist as everything starts to unfold and Jenny reveals the shocking truth that had remained hidden for many years. She confesses that during that fateful party night, she had sent the abusive letter to Felix on behalf of all the friends as a result of the Truth or Dare game. Jenny had also recorded an immortal video of Felix that night while he was drunk. It was meant to be a lighthearted joke among the friends, but she had no idea it would escalate into something so serious. Jenny admits that she found it all amusing and had enjoyed playing these cruel pranks. The situation escalated further when Jenny later used the immortal video to blackmail Felix for money. However, Felix was unaware of Jenny's actions and she kept her manipulation hidden from him. The revelations shed light onto the true events leading up to Felix's terrible strait. This story delves into the darker side of human nature where seemingly harmless fun can take a dangerous turn, leaving behind devastating consequences. The characters are now confronted with the weight of their actions, and the narrative takes a dramatic turn. As the shocking truth unfolds, it becomes evident that Felix's attempt to take his life was driven by fear and desperation. Coming from a wealthy and prestigious family, Felix was terrified from his brother's wrath and dreaded the thought of tarnishing his family's reputation. He wanted to shield his brother from knowing the dark secret and didn't want anyone else to have a negative perception of him. In the middle of his emotional turmoil, Felix's brother, unaware of the truth, grew increasingly enraged at Felix for what he believed was a defaming act against his family. Felix was devastated and began to cry at the weight of the situation crushed him. Meanwhile, Jenny, driven by her manipulative and vengeful nature, left a video recording of Felix playing on loop. She placed a bomb in Felix's hand and coldly left the place, retreating to her car parked outside. Felix, feeling immense shame and despair from watching the incriminating video, accidentally slips the bomb's pin from his trembling fingers. The explosion that followed claimed the life of both Felix and his brother, leaving a tragic end to the story. As the dust settled, Jenny drove away from the scene, leaving behind a tale of destruction. The movie concludes with a heavy and somber tone, highlighting the consequences of actions driven by deceit, revenge, and cruelty. Following are the lessons that can be learned from the movie. Number 1. The consequences of cruelty and manipulation. One of the key lessons from the movie is the profound impact that cruelty and manipulation can have. Jenny's vengeful actions and her enjoyment of causing harm to others eventually led to a series of tragic events. Number 2. The importance of communication and understanding. The movie highlights the importance of communication and understanding. The miscommunication and misunderstanding among the characters contributed to escalating tensions and consequences. If they had openly discussed their feelings and concerns, perhaps they would have avoided It serves as a reminder that fostering open and honest communication can help prevent misunderstandings, mend relationships, and promote empathy and compassion. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, do consider subscribing. Bye guys!